Welcome to our demonstration. Today's demonstration is going to be focusing on Modelogix and Proliance and showing you how you can go from a Modelogix conceptual estimate to a Proliance budget for your capital planning. So here I am in Modelogix, and I'm just looking at this model here, Model 1. And Model 1 was produced from 6 different estimates or 6 different historical records that were in my system. And again, Modelogix is going to calculated a total budget of $179, or an estimate of $179.39. If I just look at what the total is there, drag that up, and we have let me just do this by unit format 1. And we have a $22 million, just over $22 million conceptual estimate for this particular project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now import this into Proliance using and build a budget out of it using our Proliance Office Business application. So here I am in our Proliance Office Business application, and you can see I've got my Proliance toolbar here right up in Microsoft Excel. So I'm going to work in Excel to formulate the budget, and then just with a few clicks I'm going to pull the data from Modelogix and push it to Proliance, all within Microsoft Excel. So these Excel applications are something unique to Proliance and offer a nice way to work with a lot of your project data while still maintaining your normal project controls. So right now I'm just going to log into Proliance and select my project that I'm going to work on, which is going to be my Swan Hills Shopping Plaza. And now what Proliance is doing is it's downloading some of the configuration data into Excel so that I can work on the project that I want to work on. So I'm just going to click New to create a new project or new budget. And then you can see we've got this Modelogix button up here in the toolbar, and I can click on Modelogix. It's going to ask me to log into Modelogix. So this is using web services to connect, and so everything's done all securely over the internet. I click Model 1, which is the model I'm going to import. And you can see I've got 2 different coding structures that I can use, Uniformat 1 or Uniformat 2. I'm just going to use Uniformat number 2. And down here, I'm using Uniformat 2, so I'm just going to drag this down and map that to my cost account. So this is how I map cost accounts to Modelogix WBS codes. And I click Next, and here's how all the data is going to be imported. And then ultimately I can click Import. Give this a name called Conceptual Budget. And you can see all the lines have been imported. I've got some missing data there. So let me just go ahead and reassign that. In General, and click Validate. And now I can go and well, I could save this now if I wanted, but before I save, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the contingency analysis. And the contingency analysis is a little worksheet that does some statistical calculations based on the estimates that have been provided. So in this case, for example, on the foundations, I have a low estimate of 1 million, just over 1 million, and a high estimate of just over 3 million. And the contingency analysis, Proliance is calculating the standard deviation at 754,000. And based on that, it's recommending a contingency amount of just over 1 million. And that 1 million comes from this confidence number. The confidence number is a place where I can tell Proliance how much confidence I require out of this estimate. So if I require less confidence, say 5%, you can see the amount of contingency recommended goes down considerably. If I need more confidence, say 95% confidence, then the amount of contingency goes up considerably. In this case, over 50%. So let me just maybe change that to 5%, and you can see how the overall recommended contingency for this project is being calculated at just over 24% of the project value. So my conceptual estimate was just that $22 million. It's recommending I carry $7 million of contingency for a total project budget of $29 million if I chose to keep that confidence amounts. And again, I can adjust these as I need to. So let me just go ahead and save this now to Proliance using the Save button. Now what's happening is all the data has been validated and it's been saved up to Proliance, and I can find it in Proliance by logging in and hitting refresh, and there's my conceptual budget that was created. I can open it up, and sure enough, there's my $22 million budget. So that's a nice way to import your estimates from Modelogix into Proliance using our Proliance Office business application for managing your budgets.